When people think about special occasions, they usually picture things like weddings, birthdays, or some sort of celebration. But for me, one of the most unforgettable and honestly one of the most painful occasions that I went to was my best friend's funeral. On January 24th, 2024, my guidance counselor called me out of class to come to our office. On my way there, I was saying to myself, I hope this isn't bad news. When I got there, she was standing in the front with a sad face and said, "Hey kiddo, something in my heart told me something bad had happened." We go into her office, she sits me down and tells me, around 9:50 to 10 o'clock this morning, your friend Emily got into a car accident and she didn't make it. When she said that, my heart dropped to the floor. She then told me that on her way to work, she had turned overcorrected and ran into a tree. She then called my grandmother to come pick me up. When I went home, I read every news article that talked about it because I was in disbelief that my best friend was actually gone. Next day, for context, me and Emily met at the Aiken County Career Center in our biomedical science program. The next day, me and our teacher, Dr. P, gave each other the longest and most emotional hug ever because me and Emily were the first two people in her program. That day, none of us did any classwork. We all just sat and mourned for Emily. That day was the first day I ever teared up in front of my classmates. We then wrote something. We all had to write something special about Emily for our Facebook page. Emily was the kind of person. Emily was a kind, goofy person. She always knew when somebody needed a hug or a pep talk. Me and her had inside jokes, shared our dreams, and always talked about our future careers. She wanted to be a nurse, and I knew that she would have been the best nurse ever. Her funeral was on January 28th, 2024. We all had to wear pink because that was our favorite color. And I walked into the church. The room was full of people who loved her just as much as I did. When I seen her body, I didn't cry because she looked so peaceful as if she was just asleep. I didn't go to the burial because the service itself was more than enough for me. The next day, her mom made a post on Facebook saying that over 900 people was at Emily's funeral. I was honestly shocked that many people were there. About a week later, I finally had the courage to write something about Emily. It took me a while, but I pushed through all my emotions, and everybody loved it. During our career center graduation, Emily's parents awarded me with a $1,000 scholarship in her honor. When I heard my name called for that, tears flooded my eyes. After losing Emily, I started looking at life differently. Don't take things or people for granted. Become more open, more expressive, and more grateful. Her loss left a hole in my heart, but her memory continues to guide me, especially as I chase my dreams of becoming a doctor. I knew she'd be cheering me along every step of the way. Thank you.